I am Olivia, and recounting this tale brings forth a profound sense of vulnerability. This experience is profoundly personal, one I have yet to reveal to those nearest to me. However, perhaps articulating it will aid me in navigating my thoughts and emotions. Last summer, my brother and his wife entrusted me with the care of their son, Aiden, as they embarked on a weekend getaway. Aiden had recently crossed the threshold into adulthood, a vibrant and introspective young man whose presence was effortlessly comforting. I acquiesced readily, envisioning a familiar few days filled with films, treats, and effortless dialogue. The inaugural day passed without incident. Aiden and I immersed ourselves in a comedy series, sharing laughter over whimsical jokes and reconnecting on the nuances of life. All seemed ordinary, yet I could never have foreseen the profound transformations that awaited me the very next day. As the late morning sun cast its gentle glow, Aiden casually remarked that he was about to venture out to meet some friends. With the house finally to myself for a few hours, I felt a wave of relief wash over me and chose to unwind in the comfort of my bedroom. With the door slightly ajar, I perused social media for a while before opting to watch something that might elevate my spirits. All appeared to be as it should. I had not even considered the possibility of Aiden returning early, yet there it was. The door swung open unexpectedly. I spun around, taken aback, to find Aiden there, his expression one of astonishment. "Olivia, I forgot my keys," he said swiftly. Yet his expression revealed a depth that transcended his words. In that fleeting instant, it felt as though time had come to a standstill. A wave of heat surged to my cheeks, a telltale sign of my embarrassment, as I hurriedly sought to shield myself, longing for the ground to swallow me whole. "Aiden, you ought to knock," I managed to utter, my voice quivering. His eyes darted anxiously, and he took a step back, murmuring an apology. "I'm sorry," he murmured, his voice barely above a whisper, before he turned and exited the room. The remainder of the day unfolded in a heavy, uncomfortable silence. Aiden averted his gaze, and an unfamiliar tension hung in the air between us. That evening, as we gathered in the living room, I resolved to confront the events that had transpired. "Aiden," I started with a hint of hesitation regarding what happened earlier, "let's just put it behind us, shall we?" He nodded swiftly, yet his expression stayed inscrutable. "Absolutely." I believed that would Thomas the conclusion, yet the discomfort persisted. In the days that followed, Aiden appeared to conjure reasons to linger in my presence with increasing frequency. Subtle gestures, prolonged looks. It was an odd sensation, yet an undeniable bond was beginning to take shape between us. One evening, while I was tidying up after dinner, Aiden came to me, his voice a mix of uncertainty and resolve. "Olivia, may we have a conversation?" I pivoted to meet his gaze, wiping my hands on a dish towel. "Certainly, what thoughts are you pondering?" I can't stop thinking about what happened," he admitted, a flush creeping across his cheeks. "Aiden, it was an accident," I said hastily. "It's best not to linger on it." "It's more than that," he remarked, closing the distance between them. "Your presence evokes a sense of transformation within me. I am open to discussing any topic with you." His words caught me off guard. Uncertain of how to articulate my thoughts, I chose silence, yearning for him to elaborate further. "You're someone I trust entirely," he went on, "and I believe I might be experiencing something deeper than that." His revelation rendered me speechless. Aiden was my nephew, and the idea of anything beyond familial love was unimaginable. Yet, as he stood there, exposed and sincere, I found it impossible to ignore the attraction that stirred within me. It felt wrong, and yet I found myself unable to turn away from it. Aiden, I murmured gently, this cannot unfold. You are my family. I understand, he said, his voice trembling. But I've never experienced anything like this before. I rested my hand on his shoulder, seeking to bring a sense of calm to our shared uncertainty. It is essential that we establish clear boundaries. Your emotions, whatever they may be, are not something we can respond to. Even after our discussion, the unease lingering between us remained unchanged. Aiden's presence served as an unyielding reminder of the intricate emotions churning within me. I endeavored to concentrate on my own existence, yet his messages and visits persisted. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a message from Aiden illuminated my screen. May I visit you? I must express something important. I paused for a moment, then responded, okay. Upon his arrival, a grave expression adorned his face. Olivia, he started. I understand you believe this isn't right, but you occupy my thoughts incessantly. Your ability to comprehend my thoughts and feelings surpasses that of anyone else. Aiden, I stated with conviction, this isn't about our desires. It concerns the essence of righteousness. Then why does it feel so real? He inquired, his voice laced with frustration. Silence enveloped me, leaving me without a response. In all honesty, I found myself at a loss for an explanation, yet I understood that we mustn't allow these emotions to dominate us. As time passed, we succeeded in preserving an illusion of normalcy, yet each exchanged glance, each solitary moment, pulsed with unspoken tension. Aiden's candor compelled me to face my own emotions I was not prepared to acknowledge. For years, the fabric of my marriage had been frayed and strained. My husband, Thomas, frequently seemed aloof, his focus entirely absorbed by his job. The emotional emptiness I experienced with him only deepened the perplexity of my bond with Aiden. As the night settled in and Thomas departed for his business trip, Aiden sent another text. I must see you, I responded. This evening is not suitable. It feels overwhelmingly intricate. His reply came without hesitation. I shall maintain my distance if you please. I simply require a moment to converse. Despite my reservations, I found myself in agreement. Upon Aiden's arrival, he paused at the threshold, a mix of uncertainty and resolve evident in his stance. I don't wish to complicate matters for you, he remarked. Yet I cannot feign indifference. I let out a weary sigh, moving aside to grant him entry. Aiden, we have traversed this path before. I know, he said, his voice unwavering. Yet you are worthy of happiness, and it is evident that you are lacking it. His words pierced through the silence, leaving a profound Thomas. He was not mistaken. My marriage had transformed into an empty facade, and Aiden's presence illuminated a chasm I had not even recognized existed. Yet, to admit that seemed akin to traversing a boundary I could never return from. Aiden, this isn't a matter of what I am entitled to, I stated. It concerns the essence of righteousness. He nodded, his gaze reflecting a blend of sorrow and comprehension. I wanted to take a moment to express my feelings to you. Following that evening, I made a commitment to dedicate myself to mending my marriage. Thomas and I envisioned a weekend escape to rekindle our bond. Yet the chasm between us loomed large, seemingly unbridgeable. Each effort to engage in conversation seemed to fizzle out, leaving me to ponder Aiden more than I cared to acknowledge. Upon our return home, it became clear to me that a transformation was necessary. I found myself unable to endure this state of uncertainty, caught in the struggle between my obligations and my feelings. In time, Aiden and I discovered a means to nurture our bond while respecting the limits we had set. Our connection endured, yet we were acutely aware of the boundaries that existed between us. The path was fraught with challenges, yet it was essential to traverse.